Gore readings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to another episode of our flesh wound Giallo special. I am Daniel Shine. That is producer Todd Loya, Pugs Dread,
Hello,
and Mike Kruger.
What's up, you sick motherfuckers?
So Kruger, why don't you explain to us how these tournaments work?
So what we do for our Giallo special is rate and review a Giallo, then we add the film to a list compiled from our previous episodes and eliminate one film we deem unworthy, leaving us with our top 3 Gialli. So now that that's out of the way, Todd, why don't you give us our Giallo statistics and tell us who's on the list and who has already been eliminated?
all right. So left up for elimination. Well, from our first round, we have Bay of Blood, Eyeball, and Delirium. Unfortunately, the only one eliminated thus far was Murder Rock, but I may have been solo on that one. So, Dan, tonight we start off with Your Vice is a Locked Room, and I only have the key. So why don't you tell us about it?
I appreciate you running down the title because that's a long-ass title, so thank you.
I left the director in the year for you, so you got some more.
No, I was gonna say, like, some of these Giallo titles are so crazy. And this is from 1972, director Sergio Martino, loosely based on Edgar Allan Poe's classic tale, The Black Cat. Your Vice is a Locked Room, and Only I Have the Key, from director Sergio Martino, weaves the key motifs and Poe's gothic yarn into one of the most sensual films from the golden era of Giallo. Luigi Pistilli plays Oliviero, an abrasive drunk who amuses himself by holding drunken orgies at his grand country manor, much to the displeasure of his long-suffering wife. But this decadence is soon rocked by a series of grisly murders in which Oliviero finds himself implicated. All right, Kruger, what did you think? Is this first time watch? And first time Sergio Martino Giallo for you? I don't know.
Yeah, this first time watch. Pretty sure first time one I've seen from Sergio Martino. So the opening scene definitely had me go, what the fuck am I watching? Pretty quickly. Doesn't skip on the nudity or erotic scenes throughout. And there's even a few snuggle struggle scenes that I know I definitely appreciated. The characters were okay. I really hated the husband at first because, you know, he does treat his wife like shit. But throughout the story, some people aren't who they may seem. And definitely characters like that you start to like at the beginning become more despicable as time goes on. I found the story a little all over the place at first because like I was a little confused on what's going on between like all the what the fuck moments. But there is enough stuff there to keep you entertained. I really liked like the killer, but the kills were just decent. Nothing like really that fantastic or amazing for me, in my opinion. But the final act had a twist I didn't see coming at all, and the ending I dug. Like Dan already said, it's inspired by The Black Cat. I totally fucking saw that, like big time, especially since we just watched Stuart Gordon's The Black Cat episode of Math Horror a couple months back, and it totally, you know, I saw the parallels there big time. So overall, I thought it was good. It has, you know, a really solid final act, but like I think the biggest detractors for me was like some of the pacing and maybe some of the randomness in the stories, with also not having maybe a character I ended up actually fully liking by the end of the movie. But and also one other thing, there was a couple of scenes that were super fucking dark, and it was really hard to see what the hell was going on. I was like, oh shit, like, you know, that's not something I've had an issue with in any Giallos before. Usually the cinematography is great, but yeah, there's a couple of scenes that I just thought were a little too dark, and I could barely see what's going on. So overall, it's not perfect by any means, but still pretty goddamn good, especially for its final act and the way everything comes together. But stick with it, because if you like, I can see people wanting to bow out before the end of it because of some of the areas that it does get slow. So that being said, Pugs, what did you think of Your Vice? Because I'm not saying all the rest of the shit.
I'm along the lines with you where their journey was just okay, but the ending made up for all it lacked in the middle. I did enjoy the struggle snuggles. I'm not gonna lie, that was cool. Um, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best movie I've ever seen. It's not the best Giallo I've ever seen, but like, it's run of the mill. I pretty much enjoyed most of my time with it.
Yeah, this is standard Giallo. Kind of like it said, Dan said in its prime, where some of them that were kind of, getting repetitive. A lot of them, yeah, you have the what the fucks moments that don't make a lot of sense though. So that I always like, whatever. The one thing I know that it's not one of my favorites. I love Edwidge Finch, and this is my least favorite Giallo with her in it. And she has like 6. She's technically the queen of the Giallos. But yeah,
Heard
this
it here
is
first.
So yeah, but overall, I mean, I do like it. It ends really strong. I've actually been on a Black Cat kick because I did watch Fulci's The Black Cat, and then ended up watching Two Evil Eyes, which also has Black Cat. So unplanned, but I ended up doing that. And not even, you mentioned the Stuart Gordon one. So this one doesn't, in terms of just Black Cat interpretations, it's actually kind of low. So, but
I need to see the
still have-
Fulci one.
Yeah, the Fulci one's good. But yeah, I do still enjoy it. Like bad Giallo is like bad pizza. I'm still gonna find something I enjoy about it. I'm still gonna like it.
There's always room for Giallo.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think this movie actually would be a little bit better known had it have been just called The Black Cat, or even one of the alternate titles, Gently Before She Dies, which I think is a great title. Not that this isn't.
I love that this is the most Giallo of all Giallo titles.
Yeah, it is. It's way out there, but I think it probably would have had done a little more box office. When we delve into Sergio Martino's Giallos, I mean, that dude. I mean, in terms of overall quality, I mean, all the colors. He's got an impressive lineup, and I think this is absolutely one of those films. Edwige Fenech is a timeless beauty. And very talented, and also kind of a different role for her in this one as well. Not to get into it too much, because I actually think the Blu-ray gives away a little too much. It is sleazy as hell. I mean, oh my god, Luigi Pistilli is just what a creep and what a great villain. He's not the only slimy character to be seen in your Vice. I adore this one. I mean, I think you're right. Certainly for me, I'm definitely in your camp, Todd, that there are bad Giallos. There are some that are a little bit harder to forgive, but I tend to just like them in general. And I wouldn't consider this one bad at all. I think it's actually really well made. Again, we've seen sort of the Black Cat storyline before. I don't think many people would rank this as the best version of that story, but nonetheless, I still think it's excellent. It's God, though, you do feel like you need a shower after watching it. There's a lot of taboos. And
super sleazy after this one.
Huh?
I didn't feel super sleazy after this one. Go figure.
That's because you watched Strip Nude for Your Killer 5 times before, Todd. So that's, you gotta take that into consideration. But
just prep.
Also family.
But I even think this manages quite a bit of solid suspense as well. I think everything you could want in the Giallo is present here, and I love this film. I'm happy to own the Blu-ray set, I should say, and can't go wrong with Martino and Fenech.
All right, and right off the bat, I do want to say this is streaming on Prime if you want to check it out. So definitely do so if you like to. But I guess we should rate it.
Absolutely. 0 to 5 stars. What say you, Kruger?
I am a 3.5 out of 5. Not my favorite Giallo, but like you said, it's still pretty good, and there's a lot that to like about it, especially its final act. So, Bugs, what do you rate it?
I wish I can go higher because there's a black cat named Satan. Like, all hail! But I'm with you, Kruger. 3.5. It's just pretty damn good.
I'm with the two of you. I'm a 3.5 also.
Oh, I am the highest on this one. I am a 4.5. I love it. My kind of Giallo.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we should probably just jump right into spoilers. What do you guys think?
Should we eliminate one?
Yeah,
Oh,
we need
But
to.
first,
Okay.
Let's kill one
Well,
off.
now I'm going to get All right. Yes. Now it's time to eliminate one. So up for elimination, we have Bay of Blood, Eyeball, Delirium, and your vice is a locked room, and only I have the key. Kruger, what are you going to eliminate?
This one's hard for me, man, because like Eyeball and your vice is a locked room, and only I have the key is like really like they're really neck and neck. Like I both rated them the same. I really like the fact that Eyeball fucking people's eyeballs getting ripped out, but then Black Cat Satan and fucking people are getting killed with a hook blade. I'm gonna go with Eyeball to stay. So your vice was the formidable opponent, but I think Eyeball is still just a little bit better.
Okay. Pugs?
I am good with the list as is. So I
Here's
would
where it's going to get interesting. Because we don't even know how we're going to do this if we get a tie. Dan, which one are you getting rid of?
I am eliminating Eyeball.
And this is what I knew was going to be the problem.
Well, I have a solution because I don't think Kruger and I feel super strong about either one of these. So,
I'm Eyeball also. I want to keep Eyeball. No, I want to get rid of
Eliminate Eyeball, just to clarify. Yeah.
Kruger, are you willing to fight for Eyeball? Because I am not.
Yeah, with the final act with your vice, it's way stronger than Eyeballs. So yeah, I'm okay with eliminating Eyeball. I'm not super strong. If you're talking about Gloria, I would have some fucking problems. But Eyeball, okay.
Same. Yeah, okay. See? It was civil. I think down the line it's going to get a little more rough.
I realized we didn't figure out a way to do that because the last one, when we did slashes, was whoever the superior killer was, and it's not cut and dry on. So
we can still figure that. But yeah, we'll burn that cross when we get there.
Yeah. You'll deal with it when we deal with it. All right. Now, on that note, since Pugs, why don't you tell us, I don't know, what else you can see in here?
Oh, you can like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, follow us across all the social media bullshits, interact with us as much as you want and as often as you want. You can check us out on Patreon. We have exclusive content there, and most importantly, uncensored. So if you think we're wild here, it gets off the rails. So check it out, please, and thank you. Starts just at $1. So, and now it's spoiler time.
Time for spoilers.
So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, go check it out. Come back, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't give a fuck, what's up?
This one kind of had to win.
So,
I mean, every taboo. Go ahead, Greer.
No, I was just gonna say, like the twist when you find out the wife killed the mother's husband. I was like, I kind of don't blame him for treating her like shit. Like, thought this bitch had something to do with like most of the murders. I'm just like, shit, I didn't see that coming at all. And just like the way she's, pushing her accomplice off the roof too. Like, fucking, what a cold-hearted motherfucker. God damn.
Was anybody else annoyed at the cop for just destroying this newly fucking done wall? Like, you fucking pig. I did not give you permission. You don't have to fucking do that. Okay.
There's no warrants in Giallos.
Oh, also the scene that where the wife's talking to the person that her and her husband are having an affair with, and she says he probably wants to have sex with you, and she's like, "Yeah, we did last night." That shit was the funniest fucking shit. I was just laughing my ass off. And I said, "Oh, go ahead."
What was the line after that? It was almost rape.
That opening
And,
scene in general, god damn, it's just like, wow, these guys know how to party.
Yeah, they were. I was definitely like, "What the fuck am I getting into?" Right
Yeah.
on that scene.
I was asking where Leo Rossi was. Like, come on, we need a crowd.
I'm waiting on the Rossi Giallo.
But I guess we don't have a lot of spoilers on this one, so I guess
You just got to experience it for yourself.
pretty much. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you said that there's a good Blu-ray, right? Arrow Videos
Yeah,
Blu-ray is what you're talking about, Dan, right?
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I highly recommend that. I don't know if the set
it's
is
long
still
limited edition. And I'm going to tell you,
yeah. So yeah, highly worth it. Check it out.
Well, Alex, you want to get us the hell out of here?
All right. So once again, like, share, subscribe, follow us everywhere on the social media bullshits, and check out our Patreon. Please and thank you. Starts just at $1, and you get some really cool shit over there. So, with that being said, gentlemen, let's get the hell out of here.
Good night.
Stay sick, motherfuckers.
Peace.
I'll see you in Disneyland.